they required I have a car, which I do not. And I probably wouldn't even be paying very much. I was just like, no. No. So it's Tuesday at 3:10 p.m. I've not knocked a single door. A lot of it aired. Like yesterday, that's when I was going to start, but I didn't have the materials yet. And then today I had the materials, but obviously I don't have, I've washed a window before, but it's different than like asking money, to do it. So I don't know. There's just like I have the tools, I don't really know how to use them. Like I haven't proved I know what I'm doing with the squeegee and with microfiber towels and with all those things. So, and we realize that this is fear trying to take control of the script, trying to derail something that could be extremely good. It only takes like a couple really good days to put your life in a better direction, right? With doing the window washing, it only takes like 2 or 3 houses to turn things around and build up some confidence. But there's a part of me that doesn't feel like I deserve to have good things happen in my life, even though I'm trying to, do good and be better than I've been. But yeah, it's a battle, it's a process. It's not just a one and done thing. But I think of times when I have let fear take the stage, I have let fear steal the show. It's never led to anything good whenever I've gotten super in my own head. It's like, oh yeah, this person doesn't want to talk to me, blah, 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 blah. It's like that never was helpful. Never brought me any closer to where I wanted to go. Yeah, obviously I was going to do this at noon, but I kind of slept in a little bit again. Not as bad as yesterday, so I mean that's a win. So you just have to give yourself grace, man. Life is too short to be afraid of everything. Having a dog party right now. But yeah, it just comes down to you walk a lot calmer, more confidently when you have wins under your belt already, when things are moving in a good direction. But yeah, I got the bucket, I got the squeegee, I got microfiber towels, I got all the things. But then it's like, obviously what I'd really like to do is just be chilling in an air-conditioned room writing books. Get paid to do that, but we just have to show up and do what we gotta do what we said we were gonna do, instead of letting fear steal the future away. Fear will keep you from getting out of your comfort zone. That's what this is about. Getting out of your comfort zone every day will take you to heights, make things a lot easier for you. There's a really good quote from Kay Peterson. He's on Instagram, and he talks about the more uncomfortable you get, the better your life gets. I've seen that a lot of times. When you're really willing to put yourself out there, complete full send, life gets better. So yeah, we're showing up here, day 10. Might sit under this tree for a little bit, gather my thoughts. So There's me with the grass. So there's a verse in 1 John chapter 4 verse 18, and it says that perfect love casts out all fear. So if you truly love what you're doing, it's going to cast out that fear. And also just taking the action that you need to take cast out the fear. There's a quote that says, do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. And yeah, it's just a temporary gig. And yeah, but there's a part of me, it's like, dude, yeah, this isn't gonna lead to anything, wasting my time, wasting my friend's money who sent me the money, but I haven't even knocked the door yet, so you can't really say that. So yeah, the plan, I was gonna make a plan after this, go back home. It gets dark here around like 8, so I was gonna knock for the next couple hours and see how it goes. That's the plan. So we'd like to make some money, obviously. We'd like to have things be simpler and easier, but yeah, we just have to move forward. But like, part of my brain is really just like really stuck on the fact, like, dude, this could have been so much easier. You could be already living in your new place, you could already doing this and doing that, and then you just feel upset and overwhelmed and frustrated about it all. But I know that God is faithful and is able to assist and help out. So, but there's definitely some fear and frustration with myself for not planning ahead, for not being full send, for not, doing, like, at a very basic level, doing what I said I was gonna do. But it just goes to show there's a part of me that is afraid, thinks that this might be a waste of time. But it's okay. Because I got out of my shell today a little bit, walked around a little bit. Obviously we're doing this. So, yeah. The plan is I'm going to go over to one of these other neighborhoods and just go over there and see what we can do. Just be full send for just 2 hours, all right? just a couple hours or longer. Just be completely full send. See what we can get. Just to choose gratitude. It is funny, like, when you on the phone, I was on the phone with the interview lady, and she asked how I was doing. I said, well, I couldn't ask for anything better than this. After I said that, I was like, what are you talking about? But I don't know, it was humbling to have that, hear myself say that. I do think I feel pretty grateful for the life I have. I just have to get things in a better alignment. Hit some doors, and what's up, Popcorn Jr.? Hit some doors, trust the process, and that's how it goes. Legal, what's up? Because when you're feeling these uncomfortable feelings as I'm feeling right now, there's a temptation to just go back to bed or play some video game or do something else, just kind of hide from the feeling. But when you're willing to face it, then you can feel all of that resistance, you can overcome all of it. There's the channel Better Ideas has a concept, when you act despite the resistance becomes part of you, or something to that effect. You feel the power of all that resistance. So I think a lot of it is the feeling of looking dumb and just of like failure. But I did say I was gonna go for this, so we need to go for it. And not let fear steal the future, not let fear overrun my mind and stuff. So you can convince yourself to do anything or to not do anything. You can be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, I should totally go talk to that person, or I should totally apply for that job. Or you could really totally convince yourself not to do it. It's like, no, that person's busy, they're working, they have a job, they have better things to do than talk to me, blah 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 blah. So you can it really does flow both ways. Yeah. So I do have another job interview this week, so that's good. For now, we don't want fear to steal any more of my potential sales, any more of the other good things that could happen today. There's a really great quote for the word fear, and it's false evidence appearing real. So I just think of all the times of like fear get in the way in my life, like, oh yeah, this person is upset with me, or this person would get upset if I said this or this or that. And a lot of times it's things that you don't even know about yet. Like, you don't even know. Like, we're in a world of infinite opportunity. So why are you trying to put a cap on the opportunity or say it as some kind of ceiling that doesn't even exist? So yeah, overall things are good. Overall things are pretty good. It's not perfect, but just think of I think I just need to set some goals for like the end of the day. Like, how many houses do I want to knock? How many houses do I want to do the window washing thing for? And then just go for it, right? Put it in God's hands. Because I think a lot of fear is a lack of trust in God, and just a fear of failure, or fear that he might not help you. But obviously God's always going to help you, and he's always going to do something to help make your life better. So, but yeah, folks, it's like, dude, like 2 weeks from now, I'll be in a completely different life. Be in a different apartment. I won't be here anymore. So it's just like, let's cherish the here and now instead of being afraid of it. But it's tough. Easier said than done, of course. Easier said than done. But you trust your instincts. You move. You believe. You go. I mean, when I was doing the door-to-door sales in Chicago, like, this is literally how it went. It's like, if you got a sale that day, it didn't matter any of the houses, any of the rejection, anything that happened before then, because you got that one sale. And in door-to-door, getting one sale a day is plenty. So, it's just the reminder that, like, hey, like, one really big win can make up for tons of rejection and tons of, not good things that might have happened. So it's probably enough of me yapping. Oh, look, it's Brooklyn. So, hello. Yeah, we need to get out there. But I do have all the window washing stuff, so that's cool. It's just the trust. It's moving by faith, not by sight. And not letting fear steal any more of my peace. And derailing the plans. That's probably what more often happens. You let fear derail the plan. But hello, good afternoon from Brazil. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's kind of what it comes down to. I think I struggle with, like, I don't know, past, like after you see like happen and you understand better what you missed out on, that can be frustrating. Take care, Brooklyn. What's up, Bobby? Hello. Take care. Yeah. Just gotta be patient at the end of the day. Like I talk about all the time. Because if you let fear, I've done fear drive your decision making. You let fear choose what you're gonna do. You're gonna spend more time researching instead of actually executing. You're going to just lose a lot of time that you'll never get back. So, has to be a full send, and belief in better things to come. I do think a problem, part of it too, is like I sometimes think that's like I have to do like the perfect thing. It's like, no, as long as you're doing something that's like moving your life forward in some way, it doesn't super matter what exactly you're doing. And a lot of it comes down to just being more intentional, like not committing to things you're not actually going to do. So at the end of the day, the real question is, am I going to go and knock some doors right now? Which, that is the plan. Even if it doesn't go super hot. Did have a friend who invested in me, so we gotta get it rolling. So then, we did touch some grass. There's the 50. So wow, somebody did some cleaning in here. That's cool. Ooh, we're gonna pull out the Bible right now. We need some kind of inspiration. By the way, here's all the cleaning stuff. We got the Dawn dish soap, we got the towels, we got the bucket, we got the mop, we got the easy thingamabobber. So we got it all. We don't really know what we're doing with it, but we do have all the things. I thought my Bible was around here somewhere. It's all the way over here. All right. Yeah, the table was once like had a lot of stuff on it. Now it doesn't have anything on it, so that's cool. Well, we're gonna use this last 10 minutes of the stream to definitely need some water. Going to no, please, for the love of anything beautiful, please don't fall over like that. Don't fall over like that, silly phone. I think there's a lot of places we could go. Well, I think we're gonna go to Ruth. Ruth had a lot of faith, was willing to leave behind her old traditions and people to be with her mother-in-law, Naomi, even though Ruth's husband had died. She wanted to chill with Naomi. Where in the world? Yeah, that's what we're gonna read. So we're looking at, we're in Ruth 1. All right, Ruth chapter 1. Came to pass in the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land. A certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife, his 2 sons. The name of the man was Elimelech, the name of his wife, Naomi, the name of his 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, Euphrates of Bethlehem, Judah. And they came into the country of Moab and continued there. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left, and her 2 sons. They took them wives of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth, and they dwelled there about 10 years. Mahlon and Chilion died, also both of them, and the woman was left of her 2 sons and her husband. So, you got this guy, got this good family, Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and their 2 sons Mahlon and Chilion. And then Mahlon and Chilion married 2 women from Moab, but then Chilion and Mahlon died. This is Naomi. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law that she might return from the country of Moab, for she had heard in the country of Moab how that the Lord had visited his people in giving them bread. Wherefore she went forth out of the place where she was, and her 2 daughters-in-law with her, and they went on the way to return into the land of Judah. So they're heading back, right? Naomi said unto her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each to her mother's house. The Lord deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with the dead and with me. The Lord grant you that you may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, they lifted up their voice and wept. They said to her, Surely we will return unto thee and to thy people. And Naomi said, Turn again, my daughters, why will ye go with me? Are there yet any more sons of my womb, that they may be your husbands? She's basically, Naomi's like, tell them, like, leave, right? You're still young, you can go, right? Turn again, my daughters, go your way, for I am too old to have a husband. If I should say of hope, if I should have a husband also tonight, she should also bear sons. Would you tarry for them till they were grown? Would you stay for them from having husbands? Nay, my daughters, for it grieveth me much for your sakes, that the hand of the Lord is gone out against me. They lifted up their voice, wept again. Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave unto her. He said, Behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back under her people and under her gods, and return thou after thy sister-in-law. So Orpah's already left. Ruth is hanging out longer. Ruth says, Entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee, for whither thou goest I will go, and where thou lodgest I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and my God, thy God my God. Where thou diest will I die, there will I be buried. The Lord do also to me, and more also if aught but death part thee and me. When she saw that she was steadfastly minded to go with her, then she left speaking unto her. The 2 went until they came to Bethlehem. It came to pass when they were come to Bethlehem, that all the city was moved about them, and they said, Is this Naomi? And she said unto them, Call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Lord Almighty hath dealt very bitterly with me. I went out full, and the Lord hath brought me home again empty. Why then call ye me Naomi? call ye me Naomi, seeing the Lord hath testified against me, and the Almighty hath afflicted me. So Naomi returned, and Ruth the Moabitess, her daughter-in-law, with her, which returned out of the country of Moab. They came to Bethlehem in the beginning of barley harvest. So Ruth is saying, like, don't tell me to leave or to go. Wherever you're going, I'm going. And basically, Ruth was very, very, very determined. Which is a beautiful thing, because it shows that Ruth was like sticking to her guns. She was choosing her path, and she chose that path. Orpah chose the path going back to her country. Ruth could have done the same. She did not. And you see how this works out for Ruth later on. Chapter 2, Naomi had a kinsman of her husband's, a mighty man of wealth, of the family of Elimelech. His name was Boaz. Ruth the Moabitess said unto Naomi, let me now go out to the field, and glean ears of corn after him, in whose sight I shall find grace. And she said unto her, go, my daughter. And she went and came, and gleaned in the field after the reapers, and her hap was to light on a part of the field belonging unto Boaz, who was of the kindred of Elimelech. And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem, and said to the reapers, the Lord be with you. And they answered him, the Lord bless thee. Then Boaz unto his servant that was set over the reapers, whose damsel is this? The servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, it is the Moabitess damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheep. So she came, and hath continued even from the morning until now, that she tarried a little in the house. Then said Boaz unto Ruth, hearest thou not, my daughter? Go not to glean in another field, neither go from thence, but abide here fast by my maidens. So Boaz is kind of doing the same thing, telling Ruth the same thing, like, just stay around here. You can basically take from my field, more or less. Let thine eyes be on the field that they do reap. Go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men that they shall not touch thee? When thou art athirst, go unto the vessels and drink of that which the young men have drawn. Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground, and said to him, why have I found grace in thy eyes, that thou shouldst take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger? Boaz answered and said to her, it hath fully been showed me all that thou hast done to thy mother-in-law since the death of thine husband, and thou hast left thy father and thy mother, and laid the nativity, and are come unto a people which thou knewest not heretofore. So Boaz knows about what Ruth has done in leaving everything to go help out Naomi. The Lord recompense thy work. A full reward be given thee of the God of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Wow, that's a banger verse. Ruth 2:12. The Lord recompense thy work. A full reward be given thee of the Lord God of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Yeah, it's a banger right there. The Lord recompense thy work. A full reward be given thee of the Lord God of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Then she said, let me find favor in thy sight, my Lord, for thou hast comforted me, and for thou hast spoken friendly unto thine handmaid, though I be not like unto one of thy handmaidens. And Boaz said unto her, at mealtime come thou hither, eat of the bread, and dip thy morsel in the vinegar. And she sat beside the reapers, and he reached her parched corn, and she did eat, and was sufficed, and left. And when she was risen up to glean, Boaz commanded his young men, saying, let her glean even among the sheaves, or reproach her not. Let fall also some of the handfuls of purpose for her. Leave them that she may glean them, rebuke her not. So she gleaned in the field until even, and beat out that she had gleaned, and it was about an ephah of barley. She took it up, went into the city. Her mother-in-law saw what she had gleaned, and she brought forth and gave to her as she had reserved, as she was sufficed. And her mother-in-law said, where hast thou gleaned today? Where broughtest thou? Blessed be he that did take knowledge of thee. She showed her mother-in-law with whom she had brought. Then said, the man's name is Boaz. The man with whom I brought today is Boaz. And Naomi said unto her daughter-in-law, blessed be he of the Lord, who hath not left his kindness to living unto the dead. And Naomi said to her, the man is near of kin unto us, one of our next kinsmen. And Ruth the Moabitess said, he said unto me also, thou shalt keep fast by my young men until they have ended all my harvest. Naomi said unto Ruth, her daughter-in-law, it is good, my daughter, that thou go out with his maidens, that they meet thee not in any other field. So she kept fast by the maidens, Boaz to glean till the end of barley harvest and of wheat harvest, and dwelt from mother-in-law. So basically, Ruth has a really good first day, obviously, and because she's blessed by the Lord. She finds Boaz. She's, taking of the blessings of Boaz, right? And then she just kind of keeps this going. And this is to help take care of Naomi. And it's also a great blessing to her. So we see all those blessings happening. And then we have chapter 3. You notice how this is like this, there's like the leaving chapter, which is chapter 1. She leaves behind everything that she knows. Chapter 2 is like the finding work and the blessing chapter, and finding out that she's, God's looking out for her. And then chapter 3 is where it gets even better. It's like, how could it get even better? Well, watch, it gets better. Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, that may be well with thee? Now is not Boaz of our kindred, with whose maidens thou wast? Behold, he winneth barley tonight in the threshing floor. Wash thyself therefore, anoint thee, put thy raiment upon thee, get thee down to the floor, but make thyself known unto the men, till he shall have done eating and drinking. And it shall be, when he lieth down, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie. Thou shalt go in and uncover his feet, and lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do. She said unto her, All that thou sayest unto me I will do. She went down unto the floor, and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her. And when Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was merry, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn, and she came softly and uncovered his feet, and laid her down. It came to pass at midnight that the man was afraid, and turned himself, behold, a woman lay at his feet. And he said, Who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thy handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thy handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. And he said, Blessed be thou of the Lord, my daughter, for thou hast showed more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, inasmuch as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich. Now, my daughter, fear not. This is obviously not his daughter. I will do to thee all that thou requirest, for all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman. Now it is true that I am thy near kinsman, howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, be well. There's a lot. Reading this is kind of crazy. Well, let him do the kinsman's part. If he will not do unto the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee. As the Lord liveth, lie down until the morning. She lay his feet until the morning. She rose up before one could know another. And he said, Let it not be known that a woman came into the floor. And he said, Bring the veil that thou hast upon thee, hold it. When she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley, laid it on her. She went to the city. When he came to her mother-in-law, she said, Who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, These 6 measures of barley gave he me, for he said to me, Go not empty into thy mother-in-law. Then said she, Sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall, for the man will not be in rest till he finish the thing this day. This is the last chapter in Ruth, so we might as well read it. Why not? Then went Boaz up to the gate, sat him down there. Behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz came by, and to whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. And 10 men of the elders of the city, and said, Sit ye down here. And they sat down. Said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land, which was her brother Elimelech's. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, Buy it before the inhabitants and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou wilt not redeem it, then tell me, that I may know. For there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it. Then said Boaz, What day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must also buy it also of Ruth, the wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. The kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mar my own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it. Now this is the manner in former time in Israel concerning redeeming and concerning changing, for to confirm all things, a man plucketh up his shoe and gave it to his neighbor, and this was a testimony in Israel. Therefore the kinsman said unto Boaz, Buy thee, so he drew off his shoe. Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, Ye are witnesses this day that I have bought all that is Elimelech's, and all that was Chilon's and Melon's, and of the hand of Naomi. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have I purchased to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, that the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren and from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day. And all the people that were in the gate and the elders said, We are witnesses. The Lord make the woman that is come into thy house like Rachel and like Leah, which two did build the house of Israel, and do thou worthily in Ephrathah be famous in Bethlehem. Let thy house be like unto the house of Pharez, whom Tamar bare unto Judah, of the seed which the Lord shall give thee of this young woman. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. When he went unto her, the Ruth gave her conception, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son. The woman said unto Naomi, Blessed be the Lord, which hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that his name may be famous in Israel. He shall be unto thee a restorer of life, and a nourisher of thine own age. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him. Naomi took the child, laid it in her bosom, and became nurse unto it. And the woman, her neighbors, gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi. They called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. Now these are the generations of Pharez. Pharez begat Hezron. Hezron begat Ram. Ram begat Amminadab. Amminadab. And Amminadab begat Nahshon. Nahshon begat Salmon. And Salmon begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed. Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. So we go from Ruth to Samuel, from Samuel to David, but that's where we get David from. So kind of cool, I guess, to be completely like to get the real where is it? If you're like the exact thing, we look at so Boaz. So we have David. David's dad was Jesse, and then David's grandpa was Obed. David's great grandpa was Boaz. David's great grandma was Ruth. So we don't often think about it that way, but yeah, there you go. David's great grandma was Ruth. So what I get from that is there's a need to trust God and His promises, to trust His timing, trust His higher ways. Like Ruth was willing to leave everything behind, and she found God's favor for her, and then got married to Boaz, and that's what we got David from. So yeah, good stuff. Move with faith, fear, and yeah, just keep trusting the process. So catch you guys later. God is good. Appreciate you.